If you're thinking of building a screen-in porch, maybe some of the things we did here will help you. We decided that 16 by 24 would be good for us. This way we're able to get a little lounge-in area plus an eating area. We started off with up on top, we put 2 by 12 by 16s with some LVLs. As we got going into it, we did the floor. The floor on it, we put the screen on first, and then we did some 5/4 board. And the thing that on the 5/4 board we did also was, of course, if we used nails, the ring shank nails instead of the screws. But it took us 2 days, but there's over 900 little holes to fill and sand. And after that got done, but I think that it turned out very, very well. Rather than looking down at the floor and seeing all these little holes, this is a nice little deck. As far as the screening goes, we were told that we couldn't go bigger than 6 feet because nobody sold any screening bigger than 6 feet by whatever. But we had to, because from the railing to the ceiling, it's like 6'1". So I went online and I found a company out in Colorado, and they have all kinds of sizes out there. That company name is Metro Screen. You'll find them on the internet. But what I like about this also is we have these big openings without any interference at all for obstruction of views. The other thing we did is, rather than having a picket fence, when you're sitting down you see nothing but a picket fence, we put in stainless steel wiring all the way around, and you get pretty much the full view of what your scenery is going to be. A little bit more expensive, but when you're sitting down and you're able to see through that wire, it's really, really worth it. We really had to decide on the lighting, and I didn't want to put anything into the ceiling because I just couldn't do anything that I would like. So I picked up these 4 lights and we put them on the post, and they all got dimmers in them, which is nice. At the same time, we put outside floodlights, or exterior lights. I would suggest you do the outside lights because if you just have the lights in the screen room, there's going to be bugs just attacking that screen. This way here, when you got them both on, they tend to go after the bigger lights outside. Since we live here in southeastern North Carolina, we've got these little boats called no-see-ums, and of course the screens are no-see-ums. And we also found out that we had to weather strip the door because those guys were getting in anywhere they could. Since we've done that, it's fantastic, no problems at all. We haven't been bothered at all. We've been here for months or so and very seldom have a problem unless one comes in when you open the door. It's nice to have the screen-in porch, but in a windy, rainy day and you want to sit out here, there's probably only 2 options that I know. Is glass panels, and what we did here was we got some plastic from a place called My Tarp, and we decided to hang it like a shower curtain, and as you pull it, it'll go across and close, and I'll show you how that works. There are many ways to put that plastic out, and we thought the best way, as I mentioned earlier, was like a shower curtain effect. So what happened is you would draw the line, and she would come across, and it went on that track. I had to put grommets, they're probably every 8 inches. So when you're sitting out here, if you have wind and rain, you can still see outside. The track and the hooks came from a place called curtaintracks.com, I believe. Go all the way across, and then we had put hooks in here so when it gets really bad it'll be pretty much protective, which it has been a rainy day. We're not going to use this much, but it is an alternative. So now with the curtains, both of them are closed. We got one on the left and one on the right. You don't lose any view. You won't get wet. You won't get windy. And it's all the way there. Got it to a tie over here. Like I said, it runs on a track up there. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do this section yet. We eat out here almost every meal, but I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future. Again, you're going to be able to see how when we close it. Here's another view looking back towards where it's connected, the porch is connected to the house. Nice seating area here, 2 fans. Got beadboard up there. Part of those 4 lights like I was mentioning earlier. You know, 16 by 16 was a little small, 16 by 24. It's good. And like I say, filling in those 900 plus holes so you don't get those little indentations, I think it worked out very well. What I'm going to do now is go upstairs. Instead of putting on a roof up here, we decided we'd put a deck upstairs. Like I just mentioned, rather than putting a roof up, we decided might as well make it a deck. Again, it is huge, but you get more use out of a deck than a roof. Again, you got that stainless steel wire, which is fantastic because you're sitting low. If you have a picket fence railing, you're not going to see anything. The wood here is called Ipe. Probably supposed to be the strongest for marine and all that. It's supposed to last forever. I put exterior stain on it, but further thinking, I probably should have put a marine stain on it. The flooring is called Hydrostop, I believe. And it's just going to last forever. Again, if anybody would like an upper deck, I know the guys built it. Like I said, 2 by 12 by 16s, and the way they got it done, they said you could park a car up here, and I suppose I could. But anyway, that's the scenery you get when there's no picket fence. And that's it on our screened-in porch.